I talk here because I come from my church service, and the pastor was talking about things that are meaningful in your life that you have to find. You have to find your purpose. And he was talking about how people go through adversity and they, with the strength of God, they bounce back and become resonance. And they have been always talking about this because today I'm an adversity and resonance coach. And for me, it's really meaningful, that speech. But I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about my wife. This story, I told it in an audio room the other day because I have never told it. I wanted to say it today here. My wife, during my 5 years of captivity, she did a strong demonstration that what being resilience was. So if you really thought that I am a resilient guy, you have to hear her. And I'm encouraging her to write her book, by the way, because her story, I think, is compelling and will resonate to a lot of people that are surrounded, that somebody is going to adversity. This is another side of the coin. Is the story of the family. So she kept 5 years in a carousels of emotions, and I'm going to tell that story extensively in my book, how we went through a lot of ups and downs during 5 years, but she never lose the faith, and she never gave up, and she was always bouncing back and becoming stronger and waiting for me. So the story is that like 20 years ago, I'm Venezuelan born, and I was living by that time in Venezuela because I was working in the oil and gas in Venezuela. And she was also working in the oil and gas, and her father also was working in the oil and gas. So her father, fortunately, he passed away like 2 years ago. He was always thinking and waiting every January 1st to see the Pasadena Rose Parade in TV. So it was like a ritual. Every year, January 1st, in the couch with a leftover of the end of year celebration, seeing the Rose Parade, and we did that ritual every year. When I came here to the U.S., we never had time to go. I was always busy working. So when this situation of captivity of being hostage, you know what my wife did? She stayed every year buying the ticket. Every year she bought the ticket, and when came December that I was not released, well, she was heartbroken and decided to sell the tickets. And she did it in the first year, and she did it in the second year, and she did it in the third year, and she did it in the fourth year, and in the fifth year, in October 1st, I came back. So when I was landing, and she was waiting me in the tarmac, in the hangar in San Antonio, the base where I landed, what she told me is, you know what? I had a ticket to go to the Rose Parade. So, my friend, this January 2 this year, we went to the Rose Parade. I'm going to share some photos here with you about that. So, I'm going to make you a question. Do you really think she's a resilient person? She never lost the faith, and she always kept doing it, and we went there. And she is my hero. So this is a story that I wanted to share with you because this is something that I really want you to get inspired, that anything that's going in your life, you can overcome it. And well, this is a wonderful way to see how she really never lose the faith, and we finally did it. So in your life, don't sit back, bounce back, and never give up and never lose your faith. Thank you very much for hearing me.